rabbis of yesteryear. Now we are on the 7th of Iyar, Zayin Iyar, marks the Hilula of a famous rabbi of his time, Rabbi Ezra Malki Z'tl Libracha. Now he was a famous rabbi in Tzfat, one of the 4 holy cities of Israel, along with Tiberias, Hebron, and Jerusalem, respectively. He was born. It's differing opinions over here on the exact date he was born. According to one opinion I see, it might have been as early as 1690. According to another place, it says 1710. But he passed away, reported over, in the year 1768. So depending on the date when he was born, we're not 100% sure. Obviously, it will have a difference in the age he was when he passed away. Respectively, he was a great rabbi of his time. And he would become the rabbi of Rhodos in Greece, a place spoken about on various occasions before. He would print various different books, which we are going to, let's say, delve into towards the end of this session in of itself. Let's explore a few of the highlights of the great rabbi's life. So, accordingly, he was either born in 1690, according to one, or 1710, and his father was a famous rabbi and a doctor. His name was Rav Raphael Mordechai Malki. He happened to be a great rabbi, decision maker. He would actually be also make Aliyah to Jerusalem from Italy, respectively. I think back in the year 1677, respectively, and was considered one of, let's say, most chashuv, important rabbis of his specific time period. His father was, and would write different perushim on the Torah and write writings within regards to laws to do with doctor, within regards to health, respectively, in himself. So he came from that, and I believe he would actually grow up in Italy, if I'm not mistaken, and in the year 1677, he would make Aliyah to Israel. So this would have been approximately about 33 years before he would pass away. Now, when he was young, he would learn under auspices of his father having been a great rabbi. And then I think later on, obviously, being in Tzfat, he would learn and be part of a great, let's say, collection of people that lived in Tzfat. Remember, at that point in time, it was a, let's just say, a golden era over there. And come what, the year 1749, this would have been about nearly 20 years before he passed away, he was sent as Shluchei D'Rabbanan, a rabbinic emissary, of the congregation of Tzfat, respectively, to various different other places, including Turkey and the Balkans regions, respectively, also, which has to be pointed out. A lot of people would actually travel and go to different parts of the area, but he would actually, let's say, come now to that specific insight. And remember, to become a Shluchei D'Rabbanan, let's say a rabbinic emissary in of its time, respectively, was a very prominent position, because you're not just fundraising for the places, you're going to mitchazek, let's say, strengthen the communities that one is going to in of itself. So the Balkans was a big thing. Now, I think, let's just say, after that, I think during the time period he was doing his missions, he would meet with various other great rabbis at that stage in time. Among the rabbis who would actually meet with will include the Rabbi Yosef Shmuel Modliano, who the rabbi was talking about before. He happened to be the author of the Orion Talita Ta'i book, if I'm not mistaken. Another great rabbi who he would converse with and meet was Rav David Chaim Bardo, another rabbi who spoke about recently. Wrote, let's just say, he would go on to write different Torah, Piskei Halacha, and answer various different questions on halachic response, halachic questions in of itself. Afterwards, he would arrive in Saloniki, in the city of Saloniki. I think that was in the year 1749. And his book would get printed over there, Malki Bקדש, if I'm not mistaken. This concentrated on the laws of Passover, Pesach, and I think there was also a Haggadah, and let's just say, more matters within regards to halachot, within regards to Jewish law on this, let's say, specific topic, and so on and so forth. In the year 1752, I think it was at the end of his shlichut, let's just say, he would actually reach Rhodos now. So he's now very well traveled. He spent a long time working in Saloniki, now in Rhodos over there. And various different great rabbis of the city, and let's say leaders, would appoint him to become the rabbi of the city, and a Dayan, also a Jewish judge. Very prominent position over there, and that would bring a lot of challenges, but a lot of, let's just say, rewards. Also, he was appointed in the same year. I think he would sign various different community regulations. He corresponded with great rabbis of Izmir. Interesting enough, but Izmir, remember, in the 1700s, let's just say, it was a bastion area of Torah learning. In 1755, I believe there was printing of his sefer called Shemen Lama'or, and various different other teachings, I think, was printed. A Perush on the Run, for example, on Mesachet Shavuot. It's actually interesting because we happen to be learning in Daf Yomi at the moment. Mesachet Shavuot, we've just started the Daf Yomi today for that cycle, so interesting. Now he passed away, reported over on Zayin Iyar in the year 1768. He was buried in the Jewish cemetery, the old Jewish cemetery in Rhodus, respectively, and so I think it was in the rabbinic plots of that area. And let's explore a few of his books, which mentioned about before. Malki, Bקדש, which was on Hilchot Pesach and Haggadah, respectively in 1749. Shemen La'or, which was Chidushim B'nu Gaharaza, the Perush Aran, on Mesachet Shavuot, concentrating on the book of Mesachet Shavuot. Then there was Ayin Mishpat, which is printed, I think, in an area called Koshta Dina, I think, or Istanbul, popularly known as, in the year 1770, through his Talmid, Raphael Yaakov Dai, if I'm not mistaken. Then the Einot Maim, this was, let's say, Hakolel et Shnem Esther Midrash Tov ala Mikra. This was very different around 12, let's say, Midrashim or Mikra. It was printed, I think, after he passed away in Saloniki in the year 1811. So that would have been close to maybe about 40-ish years afterwards, respectively. Various different of his, let's say, Chidushim, his teachings and his writings, I think, are in manuscript form. Some of them, I think, got lost over the years. So now let's explore his family life again. We did speak about it before. His father, Rabbi Raphael Malki, we spoke about at the beginning, was a great doctor. His brother was Rabbi Moshe Malki, who I believe was a rabbi of the city of Tzfat. His sister, I think, got married to Rabbi Cheskia di Silva, very great rabbi. He was the author of the Pri Chadash. So his brother-in-law was a very famous rabbi, a rabbi that's mentioned a lot, I think, in the Shulchan Aruch, in many of the printings, respectively. Now, another one of his sisters, I believe, got married to the famous Rabbi Moshe Chagiz, Rabbi we spoke about on various occasions before, and he was a rabbi, most notably, to argue against Sabbatians, Shabtai Tzvi followers in of itself, and really protect, let's say, Torah, Eretz Yisrael, and the Emet. Now, friends, Zayin Iyar is Hilul of Rabbi Ezra Malki. We're a community here. We're learning about the great Oriental rabbis of yesteryear. Now, if you happen to be descended from any of the Chachamim we are speaking about, please send me an email. I would love to hear more. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe now to the channel, please. We'd appreciate this. We're a growing community, and if you feel anyone is interested in watching any of these videos, share these videos to other people also, and appreciate it. So, wishing you here blessings from the city of Bet Shemesh in Eretz Yisrael, the Holy Land, and stay tuned to watch more. And please look over the previous 900 videos we've done of approximately of great rabbis of yesteryear. So, wishing you well and take care.